This was written by Corry Hurtubise. Interesting, isn't it? That a characteristic of a narcissist is that they will poke and poke and poke you until you finally overreact out of hurt and betrayal, tortured by sadness and anger, while constant anxiety grabs hold of your chest and throat and squeezes the life out of you every waking minute that passes. You feel the best time is when you are sleeping, because it's the only time you can escape this reality that eats at you while you are awake. Now, the narcissist will take truths that you entrusted them in, conversations and or experiences you may have had with them, or they could have possibly attained through gossip, to which you know already will be misinformation and disinformation, and widely manipulated to create false narratives about you and spread little tidbits of this to the ears of others. Huh? Why? To hide their own primitive, trauma-based coping strategies that were developed because of past traumatic, unhealthy, and abusive encounters. This abuse they are instilling on you is because they are not comfortable in their own skin and envy yours, while they hurt over and over again with a lack of purpose in life. The struggle for them is real. You are their narcissistic supply. You are their feed. And it literally sucks the life out of you like a vampire does to a victim or a zombie to its. The irony of these fictional stories and its relation here is uncanny. Other weak and insecure individuals that suffer in a wasteful pool of fear, that have a lack of purpose and drive in their life, while they thrive on the validation of others, also use this toxic energy as feed. These people are referred to as the, quote, flying monkeys, unquote. These types bond together because they as well live a life in unsettled traumas and sicknesses that they refuse to address and bury them in distractions. Why do you choose this, I ask? Weird, isn't it? A life run down by nonsensical pain that is self-inflicted because of choice. What choice is this? Why not just trust your intuition and allow that to guide you? Why allow anyone dictate where you want to place yourself in this life and call it, quote, for the best interest? Is it that every time you trusted in a path that you willingly chose, it turned out to be a grand whole lot of hurt and betrayal, tortured by sadness and anger, while constant anxiety grabs hold of your chest and throat as it squeezes the life out of you every waking minute that passes again and again and again? A perpetuating cycle of more of the same. To know this is because of being self-trained in unhealthy coping strategies, and all you want to do is distract the unsettled mind instead of facing and accepting the challenges presented to you because you think it's easier. Conducting decisions based on someone else's unhealthy thoughts and authority without standing on your own is not a good sign of leadership. You do not have it under control. You are fooling yourself and misleading others. Choosing the need to survive by a trauma bond because of a lack of knowledge that keeps you in fear to the point that codependency is the basis of your desired living is truly an unhealthy, weak guided mentality that keeps you in a, quote, victimized, unquote, state. This should be spiritually addressed and attended to. A person with this way of thinking can never be a leader. That mentality only causes more pain and creates more toxicity. a downward spiral of further torment and anguish. The only way out is taking your power back and letting go of all those old broken crutches in which you learned to survive to start on your journey to heal. Yes, this includes people. Let go of what you think you know to become who you really are. Continue to stand in your truth and never allow anyone to overpower your own self-worth and sanity. Be so well trained and in tune with your emotions that the narcissist cannot obtain any more fuel from you. This will actually expose their behavior in such a way to where they will have no choice to reflect on their own actions. This forces the narcissist to go inward, and we already know that they are terrified to go there. The right people will know the truth and understand where the deception lays. But you must show consistency and strength within yourself in order to expose their shady ways. Let this be publicly known. There is nothing that you can say or do to abuse me that hasn't been done or said to me already. I know where I came from, I know where I used to be, and I sure as damn hell know exactly what I overcame to get where I am now. Oh, the mountains I climbed. So do what you all need to do to try and ease your pain and make me look like I'm the evil character in your story. I proved every single statistic wrong just by walking away from narcissistic people and situations. Was I there too at one point in time? Of course I was. Look what I grew up in, complete dysfunction. Quote, birds of the same feather flock together, unquote, right? Intertwined in a life to where I was lost. Am I fucking perfect? Hell no. Have I made some mistakes along the way? Damn straight I did. These are also non-regrettable mistakes too. Will I make more? Well, I hope so. If I don't, it means I'm not progressing. My mistakes will be made with no lack of success. My mistakes won't be held over my head by narcissists who are so damned uncomfortable that they need to find a way to project because my strength and confidence intimidates you. I paid the piper and went on my healing journey already. That started 11 years ago. I make my bed every morning. I lay in it and sleep soundly. Do I talk a big game? Fuck yeah! But I also walk the walk. I come through with any and all my agreements if it's in reciprocity. I also don't make an agreement that I cannot fulfill. If I have to explain myself to an individual that was in my inner circle, what I brought to the table, then clearly the individual was taking my hard work and contributions for granted. I am standing tall because I beat all odds that were stacked against me. And that, I tell you, is something no fucking person living on this planet will ever take from me. Anyone that says I just use people to get what I want in life is seriously mistaken, delusional, and clearly needs to give their head a shake. Is there something you feel guilty about yourself for pointing out such a thing about me that is obviously false information? Those that spread dirt on my name better look at yourselves in the mirror and think real hard about what you are doing. Karma is a bitch. I know this all too well. This is why I get to talk like this. You talk amongst each other about misinformation that was spread under my name from my personal life 11 years ago, and then talk to me about who's doing who wrong? Classic narcissistic tactic. I know what my accomplishments are. I know what I brought to the table, And I also know what I gave up to be true and authentic to my harshly developed boundaries. Phoenix, you crazy. This was written by Corry Hurtubise on May 5th, 2023. Recorded on August 24th, 2023. Yes, today is my birthday, and some may say that it's just another day, that it's nothing special. Some may also say that I have nothing to be proud about. Well, let me tell you a little something about why I am grateful for today. Another year that has passed and I'm alive, healthy, have clean blood, and I'm still growing stronger than ever. I won't stop learning nor healing. I continue on this journey even though I have been kicked by many while I was down and pulled down at times. I climbed higher, but that still didn't keep me down. Pride is something I carry loud and with good reason. You see, it was 10 years ago my life on this earth almost ended, by choice. To think that I almost ended 10 years of great challenges and accomplishments. True story. Developing new life skills and attaining new tools to guide me through life has been literally life-altering, in a good way, of course. I had to let go of who and what they said I was to become who I really am, and I won't quit now. I had to let go of wanting the reassurance and acceptance of people that didn't even want the best for me, or at least misconstrued versions of it, as well as I had to walk away from the individuals that would suppress me instead of helping me grow. Stepping outside my comfort zone has done me more solids than heartache, and I've been through much of that heartache. That's how thick skin is developed, by the way. Forgiveness really is key. Learning to forgive my past self first for some of the choices I've made in life was tough. Old programming, you know. Mental retraining is extremely difficult to attain because of the expectations, or lack of, by others, and the self-limiting beliefs developed by valuing the opinions and abusive words of other toxic people, not to mention the mindless distractions. Learning to let go of what was actually draining me was extremely challenging. I had to let go of old, unhealthy ways of dealing with traumatic triggers, having an understanding that not only was I enduring it, I was giving it as well was definitely a game changer. It actually escalated my minimum standards. I conclude this with, I celebrate today because I made it through another year to surpass another birthday. Thank you for the challenges, lessons, accomplishments, relationships, developed, continued, and fallen. And thank you to the many more to come. I have so much more to give while I'm renting this little space here on earth. I may have disappointed many in my old life, and my apology to that is, I shall live and leave here with a positive footprint. I will see to it. Oh, and my promise is to never be dragged down to low-vibe people and or situations while I'm still here. My growth, strength, and confidence will come in other forms now. Sending out much love. Happy birthday to all who shared on this day, and happy Cinco de Mayo 2023. Heart, and strong arm.